With each shift in your consciousness, your inner world changes as your view of the outer world changes. And the process of spiritual expansion is serious. It comes with a cost. You will never again be the person that you once thought you were, and the distractions that you once participated in will begin to fade. As you create a quiet space in which you begin to hear existence, solitude calls you. You may feel lonely, but don't be afraid. You're merging into your wholeness from the illusion of your separateness. And before we dive into the 12 universal laws or the Hermetic principles, I'd like you just to take a moment and reflect on what would really inspire you, what would fulfill you, what would you like to experience in your life. Your grand goal may take some time to surface because often we've never asked ourselves these questions or allowed ourselves to think big. But remember that the universe is vast and it has an unlimited well of energy, and there's nothing too big or too small to ask for. The well will never run dry. And as we've learned that nothing is really out there and everything is right here within you. And this can be hard to believe due to your early conditioning and your brain's way of rationalizing everything. You may be met with some resistance in the beginning of this work, and that is normal and expected. You're stretching yourself further than you ever have before. And to truly access and manifest the life that you desire, you must take this practice seriously. And remember that your predominant mental state governs the direction of the energy you project. What you think, you create. And imagination is the key to creation. So be sure to take the time in the sessions I've created for you to visualize what you want. Think of it and feel it like you have it in your reality right now. This type of reflection anchors your thoughts and emotions deeply and directs your intentions. And being aware changes everything in your world, and practicing your mindful intentions daily will reprogram your subconscious mind. So just start observing your thoughts and notice how you may contradict your intention by thinking the words can't or won't. Remember that we're not defined by nor tied to our circumstances. We are not our past. We're not our future. We are not the projections of others that are placed upon us. We are entirely who we choose to be here and now. And that can make some people feel uncomfortable. But when we know this, we can integrate it into our hearts, and we can use the laws of attraction in our favor to manifest all of our desires. The caution is advised here, so just ask yourself, what am I focused on? Do I want material wealth or spiritual prosperity? Ultimately, one could be a distraction, and the other could be your salvation. With that being said, we can have both without restriction if we stay grounded and maintain the clarity that physical gain does not go with us when we're done with this life. True wealth is accumulated through our relationships and through our life experience. We are powerful, and using the tools to access and amplify our power can lead us down a lonely path if we do not first reflect on the true meaning of life and seek balance. And when we're spiritually prosperous, and when we follow our passion and purpose and live a life of good intention for all, we can naturally attract material wealth and lay the foundation for free-flowing creative energy to direct all of our earthly affairs. And consciously harmonizing with the unwavering power of the divine creativity can mean the difference between a life filled with lack, hardship, fear, anxiety, and struggle, or one of joy, satisfaction, limitless prosperity, peace, and fulfillment. When we create a clear channel of communication with the divine, we come to trust that everything we need will come to us. We no longer need to know how it will come, and this is hard for the human mind, as it desires innately to know in detail how everything will work out. And this is because most of us were conditioned at an early age to accept that abundance is not our birthright, that in fact lack is the reality for which we're destined. So open your heart and free your mind, and start the process of trusting that all will arrive in divine time. Now, as we begin to dive into the universal laws and principles, or Hermetic principles, it's key to understand that these laws are as real as the laws of physics, and they govern your life whether you realize it or not, or want them to or not. And we live in a sea of cosmic energy with unlimited potential to create our own reality. And so let's begin with the law of divine oneness, also known as the principle of mentalism, meaning the all is the mind and the universe is mental. And so the law of divine oneness tells us that all life, all energy comes from one source, that we all come from the same source. We are all connected. We are all living expressions of the divine, and we must learn to recognize the divinity that is within all things and respect it. You are not a tiny, insignificant drop in a vast ocean, and those who see themselves as small send out vibrational energies that are also small. You are a part of a source that is so vast and immeasurable that the mind cannot comprehend it. And your goal is to learn to see the ocean within the drop. And this is why it's important for us to learn unconditional love, because when we hurt another, we're hurting ourselves. And as we are a united, universal family, ultimately, whatever action you take, whatever thought you think, and whatever words you speak directly impact the harmonious state of the all. The macro universe is a living organism, and it is constantly receiving and giving energy. It constantly creates material reality. And when you decide to contribute to it positively, you are in the flow and are showered with blessings and support for your grander vision of life. Synchronicities flow, the right people and events come and help us to move forward in becoming who we want to be and experiencing what we want to experience. And now, speaking of the law of a vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. And according to the famous Hermetic text called the Kybalion, everything in the universe moves, vibrates, and travels in circular patterns, and the same principles of vibration that exist in the physical world apply to our thoughts, feelings, desires, and wills in the etheric world. Each sound and thing and every thought has its own unique vibrational frequency. The law of vibration states that each thing in the universe, seen or unseen, when broken down into and analyzed in its purest and most basic form, consists of pure energy or light, which resonates and exists as a vibratory frequency or pattern. And the law of vibration tells us that we must align our energy with what we want to attract. And we do this through the power of our thoughts and emotions, which we can choose to redirect at any moment. And combined thoughts, feelings comprise a very powerful energy that activates the creative power of the universe. So definitely start to choose your thoughts and feelings wisely. And when you find out what you want, allow your discovery to instill feelings of enthusiasm and joy within you. This in turn will give you the energy to move in the direction of your dreams. These feelings are the ones that you need to take action on. When you act as if what you desire is already in your possession, you align yourself with that vibrational frequency of which you desire and bring it into manifestation faster. So you must truly act as if you are what you want to be in order to align your energy with that and help it manifest. And not fully recognizing this law is why the law of attraction miserably for many people. So if something irritates you, bless it, thank it for teaching you a lesson in spiritual wisdom, let it go, and just jump back into your feelings of enthusiasm and joy. And remember, in order to materialize your desires, energy frequencies in the physical world, you must match the frequency you want to attract in your life with a similar thought, feeling, word, or action. And this is why the law of vibration is also called the act as if law. So if, for example, your goal is to attract wealth, you need to act as if you already possess the wealth. You must focus on the feeling that wealth would bring you. Feel the joy of being created in the non-physical realm. And trust your knowing that wealth is coming to you. You don't need to worry about how it will happen or become entangled in the details. Surrender it. Your only job is to stay focused on good feelings around your wealth and raise your vibration around the concept of health and wealth. The truth is that whatever you want is already created for you. It is already present in the universe. All you have to do is align with that vibration and allow it into your life. The law of action. In order for us to manifest things on a physical plane we call Earth, we must employ the law of action. That is, we must engage in actions that support our thoughts, dreams, emotions, words, for the power behind manifestation is firstly our imagination, secondly our concentration, and thirdly our action. We cannot expect things to fall into our laps without intentional effort, without moving the energy and putting our ideas into action. So you might ask, why do I have to struggle? You don't. If you are struggling to reach your goals, it means you're not properly aligned with them. or you are not in the right, maybe they're not the right goals for you at this time in your journey. Hard work, when it is something you're passionate about, should be challenging, but it should also come easily to you. And this is where most of us fail. We might know what we want, but we fail to take action. We might be skeptical, feel unworthy, or not feel capable of achieving our dreams. Or maybe we see limitations or no way out. Maybe we are depressed or exhausted from living in such harsh conditions. But we must banish these doubts and limiting thoughts and take inspired action every day to help us move forward towards our goals. And do not worry, however, take radical jumps into the unknown, for that can cause lower vibrational emotions of stress and fear, which in turn will only create resistance in the natural flow around your auric field. So focus instead on what makes you happy and grateful. Keep your vibration up, and this will allow you to follow the signs that guide you to your desired experience. So take steps towards your goal daily. Always keep the energy in motion. No act is too small, and stay focused on your goals. The law of correspondence. As above, so below. This law states that just as the quantum mechanics of our vast universe are reflected in the workings of the smallest quark, your outer world reflects also your inner world. So simply stated, you are destined to experience what you think about, and your world reflects this to you every day. If you want to change the external circumstances in your life, then you must change your inner world first. And those who seek inner peace find that their life runs more harmoniously overall. And they are better able to cope with life's little upheavals and carry on while still holding an attitude of appreciation and gratitude. And then those who get stuck in anger, resentment, and other self-sabotaging emotions and beliefs find that they tend to draw more chaos into their lives. And likely they don't even realize what they're doing. And truly, we have to clean up the disharmony within ourselves in order for us to align with the perfect harmony of the universe. It is the disharmony of our self-limiting beliefs that keep us from feeling worthy and capable. We must love ourselves first, the rest will follow.